Silent Hand. Prologue. Before the program, I used to think my life was small. The same mornings, the same meals, the same endless, unchanging streets. Back then, outside the city, the days blended together. We weren't permitted to work. Everything was provided by the distribution centers. The state said it freed us from unnecessary burdens, but without purpose, the hours spread out like empty corridors. The walls of our communal dormitory were gray and damp. Sometimes I'd trace the cracks in the plaster just to give my mind something to follow. Entertainment came from the same state-approved broadcasts, projected against the wall for us to sit and absorb. They never said anything new. Smiling faces, cautionary tales about leaving, warnings about the dangers of disobedience. Meals were ladled out at exact times, same bowls, same portions, same tastes. Even laughter was rationed. A guard once told us to keep it down because too many of us were laughing at a joke, and it disrupted order. I remember thinking, if joy itself was monitored, then what was left? That's why the ads struck me. They didn't look like the usual droning broadcasts. They gleamed, they glowed, they looked alive. Billboard. A woman with luminous eyes, holding a steaming mug of coffee. Caption. The future is brighter in the city. Streamed ad. A clean apartment with sunlight pouring through sheer curtains. A figure stirs awake to birdsong. Voiceover. Wake each morning renewed. Belong. Contribute. Become your best self. Public poster. A physician in a spotless white coat, smiling kindly. Text. Cognitive optimization sessions. Personalized care for your brighter tomorrow. I wanted to scoff. I told myself it was just another trick. But then, late one evening, a recruiter came to the dormitory. She wasn't like the guards. Her voice was warm, her clothes sharp and pressed, her smile real. Selection has begun, she said. Advancement is voluntary. The city accepts applicants. Voluntary. That word hit something deep. Nothing in my life had ever been voluntary. I lay awake that night, staring at the ceiling, replaying the voice from the ad. Belong, contribute, become your best self. The next morning, I filled out the form. It only asked 3 questions. Name, age, reason for applying. For the last one I wrote, because I want more than this. They took me the next week. The city was nothing like home. The first thing I noticed was silence. Not the suffocating silence of concrete halls, but a softer kind. Here, doors closed gently. Lights adjusted themselves as I walked. The air didn't smell of damp walls or boiled starch. It smelled clean, with a hint of something floral I couldn't name. My new apartment wasn't large, but it was mine. White walls, a bed with sheets that smelled freshly laundered, a window looking over streets that glowed with soft neon. I touched everything twice, just to prove it was real. And the screens greeted me. Welcome to the city. Orientation begins soon. On the desk sat a small folder, stamped with the city's emblem. Inside were pamphlets, simple words printed on glossy paper. Every mind matters. Your potential is waiting. Cognitive optimization sessions are for everyone. I read them all, twice. For the first time in my life, I felt chosen. Log entry, system initialization, deployment ID, C2045A. Environment, City Cluster 7. User, redacted. Neural bridge calibration, success. Session protocols armed, 0 of 12 completed. Data buffering, 100%. Status, stable. Additional diagnostics. Ambient noise filter, active. Biometric stream, respiration, ocular dilation, cortisol, nominal. Adaptive persuasion layer, armed. Error report, none. System deployed successfully. Hello world.